It's Alicia from Alicia Be Well and Be Well Athletics on both Instagram and Facebook, and this is my weight loss story. I started out gaining weight really at a young age. I was raised by a single parent, and we never really had a lot of money or a lot of time because my mom worked multiple jobs while she was raising me. So I remember eating a lot of mac and cheese and corn and just heavy starchy foods that fill you up, and that's just what we could afford. And I remember my mom tried her hardest to give me the best that she could at her age and the fact that she was working multiple jobs. And one way that she would show that she loved me or was trying was going and taking me to McDonald's to get a Happy Meal. And most of the time, she didn't even get anything for herself. She just took me to get myself a Happy Meal, and that was her money for the week. That was the extra money that she had. So because of that, unfortunately, it led to me gaining weight fairly quickly. My mom herself, actually, she also struggles with her weight, which also snowballed into me getting into the diet scene very, very early. So growing up, I was really into like a lot of fad diets. We didn't really work out all that much, but you know, we might lose weight or she might lose weight, and then slowly but surely we'll get out of our habits or gain back the weight. And it was just this vicious cycle that most people in the weight loss community are very aware of, unfortunately. But that cycle for me started, like I said, when I was about 8. I was always really tall and really overweight, so I was being made fun of a lot. So that really pushed me even harder to lose weight and to try these fad diets. Well, 9th grade rolled around, and lo and behold, I didn't lose any weight. So I started doing drugs. Not like meth or heroin, but kind of like that, because I started buying my classmates' Adderall. And it's not because I had ADHD issues. It's not because I wanted the high. It's not because of really anything other than the fact that it made me not want to eat. And I thought it was great at the time. I thought I was going to lose weight. I thought I was going to finally reach my goal of being pretty. That's all I wanted to be, is be pretty and liked. And, you know, have a boyfriend like my other friends did. And like, you know, the normal wants that a teenage girl and boy want at that age. So obviously that didn't help. It just made things so much worse. Obviously, don't do that. Unfortunately, when I was 16, a lot of traumatic things happened to me in my life, which resulted in me moving out on my own, and for the first time in my life, actually having complete freedom, because that's essentially what it was. I kind of gave up on a lot of things when I was 16, and being healthy or skinny was definitely one of those things. Yeah, it added up over time, obviously. I don't know how much I weighed because I didn't care at the time. I didn't care if I was gonna die the next day, really, so why would I care about my weight? Until I decided at 19 to move to Istanbul, Turkey. I moved there to be a nanny and an English teacher, and really to get myself out of the situations that I was in, out of the environment that I'm in, and just really get myself out of my comfort zone and try to work on me, really for probably the first time in my life. And so when I was 19, I went over there, had the time of my life. I was still a very shy and angry and upset and just all around clouded mentally person. And going to Istanbul really helped me out, seeing a different culture, seeing, like, flying for the first time, going overseas for the first time, traveling for the first time by myself. All of these things really helped me draw out of the pain and misery that was happening in my head. So I was able to kind of break free of my own jail cells that I put over myself and see the world as something so much bigger. And because of that, and because the cultures are different, and I was more active, and I ate better foods, I was able to lose probably about 40 pounds. I'm not quite sure because, again, at that time, I wasn't weighing myself. I was just eating whatever I wanted to. Lord knows how much I weighed. But I think that I lost around 40 pounds, and that made me feel great. I've never, in any of my diet circles, have lost that much. I might have lost 20 pounds, but never 40 pounds, ever. So I felt awesome. Then when I came home, I continued trying to work out. I worked out 4 to 6 days a week, sometimes multiple times a day. I was doing HIIT, I was doing kickboxing, I was doing all of these things, but somehow I still wasn't able to lose more weight. And actually, I ended up, I think because I felt so defeated, I just self-sabotaged myself and ended up even gaining that back and possibly even some more. And then one day I went to my gynecologist and he told me that I wasn't ovulating. And I wasn't ovulating because of my weight and because I had PCOS. And, surprise, you're also pre-diabetic. Having a child of my own has always been a complete #1 goal for me. So that in that moment where he told me that I probably couldn't have a child organically on my own, my mind was like, click, girl, you gotta get healthy. No more of this losing 5 pounds, gaining 10 pounds, losing 25 pounds, gaining 30 pounds. It's over. It's done. It's time to get your life together. At that point, I was 23. I'm now 25. Still don't have a kid because I am not ready yet. However, I was thinking of my future and I was like, it's time. I looked into so many options. And one of the options I found was vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And I decided that was the option for me. I sacrificed a lot of money, and I flew back out to Turkey to live with the family that I worked for previously, and they helped me get BSG surgery there. And no matter how much I sacrificed, and no matter how hard it was and it is, and no matter how much judgment I get from people from saying just simply that I had weight loss surgery, it is honestly the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life. Yes, I still work out. Yes, I still have to eat right. And yes, I still struggle very hard, almost on a daily basis. You have to choose every day to stick to your plan. You have to choose every day to go to the gym. You have to choose every day to eat right versus, you know, the McDonald's that you have been eating for 25 out of 25 years of your life. You got to choose those. And I can't say that every day I choose the right thing because chicken McNuggets are my jam. But, you know, I am so much healthier than I would have ever been without it. I mean, I tried so hard in healthy ways, in non-healthy ways, from a young age to a little bit less young age. I've been trying so hard. But I finally found a tool to help me get my health where it needed to be. And that was another thing that kind of switched in my head too. Growing up, I just wanted to be skinny. I just wanted to be pretty, like I wasn't already beautiful. And when I switched it over to, I want to be healthy. I want to have children. I want to live into a decent age. I don't want to have diabetes. When I switch gears to those things versus vanity, nothing, literally nothing or no one could stop me from getting healthy. And now I have lost over 100 pounds. I think I'm at 117 currently. I am no longer pre-diabetic. I still obviously struggle with PCOS, but the symptoms do lessen when you lose weight. I am ovulating now. I started ovulating about, I think, 4 or 5 months after my surgery. And things are really turning around for me. I'm not going to say you lose weight and your life is awesome and great and beautiful, because that's not true. Yes, it improves, but it's still your life. Life is life. There's ups and downs for everyone and everything. But I mean, I'm doing things now that I honestly never in a million years thought I would do in my life. I am currently working on becoming a certified personal trainer through NASM, and I am really interested in going back into school for either nutrition and or psychology. I have started a business, Be Well Athletics, that I'm trying to get off the ground currently, that I hope to use to help the weight loss community in receiving skin removal surgeries. I am currently helping to write a book with a beautiful team, mostly made up of other women who have also had bariatric surgery in their respective stories. My life is so much different than I would ever imagine it being. And to be honest, I don't know if I ever thought about what my life was going to be like before. I don't know if I ever sat down when I was chowing down on my 5th full meal of the day, if I thought about, the consequences to my actions. I don't think I did. But honestly, for anyone starting this journey, or anyone thinking about starting this journey, or anyone that's already started or already finished, anyone in the weight loss community whatsoever, I literally have a mantra that I fill everything in my life with it, so much so that I built my company around it. It's just 3 words, and here they are. The first word, belong. Belong in a community. You belong in the weight loss community. The weight loss community is so large and so helpful and so empowering, even if you don't feel that you are successful, because trust me, there have been many, many times where I felt like, oh, this is never going to happen. I'm never going to lose weight. I'm never going to be her. I'm never going to be him. I get it. In where you are. They know how you feel. And never for a second doubt that you belong with them. Never. Because you belong. So the second one is believe. Believe in yourself and your ability to change. Trust me, even after losing weight, I still struggle with this one. This one is the worst one for me, because I'm like, I don't want to work out today, or I don't want to lift that much weight, or I don't really want to integrate cardio into my workouts. I struggle, and I've lost so much weight already. I mean, self-assurance and belief in oneself is hard, especially if you've failed so many times. But trust me when I say that you can do it. And the last one, number 3, is be well. You may have noticed it. Alicia, be well. Be Well Athletics. Be well. So be well. Wellness does not have to do with the scale. Wellness is health. And that is physical, mental, emotional, wellness is just a blanket, an umbrella of all of these things that you need to focus on in yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Be well. Thanks, guys. Bye.